So, I welcome you to this preview of the Spanish La Liga match day 29, I guess it is, and we do this as usual with the assistance of my Betmaster tool, and you can check out this tool yourself, and you're welcome to ask any questions, join the community, check out my Twitch streams and so on, where you can get lots of information about this tool and the methods also on my YouTube channels, the German and the English one, where you should find plenty of hints, my homepage as well. And of course I'm trying to build up, but it's quite some work and maybe it's growing a bit more slowly than I had been hoping. No idea. Athletic Club against Getafe, we check out this one, and I may not have mentioned it yet, but I have a second method of compiling the prices with the statistical method, which is more based on the stats the teams played and less the results, whereby the results are still reflected in the so-called conversion rate, how well are they making use of their chances. But this is only a minor factor, whereby the stats are more important. But if it says here we could go with Getafe, for example, then this statistic method would say, no, be a bit careful, Athletic Club are a bit better than you expect here. That's 125, 069, that's goal expectancies turned into probabilities by a simulation function that is running for more than 30 years already, making some very good results. But here it would say the chances are a bit better for Athletic Club, a tiny little bit more goals, which would lower their true price on the win. So even if we had an indication here, which obviously is given, we would be a bit careful, whereby I have to say 176 still sounds a bit too low to me. I mean, in this case, I would say, well, we have to try with a draw. We can compare the league, whether or not this is a league where I'm good with the draws, which I am. 359 is the true price on the draw that I expected. 332 is the draw price that occurred. We can also say it in percent or in totals, which means 155.3 draws expected and 168 occurred. So it means the draws are coming in buckets. Whatever it is. So the draw would be kind of an indication here. We can check it for the teams individually. 10 draws. 10 draws is more than 1 out of 3 in both cases. So it's obviously a pretty good assessment by the computer to say it's 299 the true price. We see here no draws. We see here 4 out of 8. So recently Getafe also went for the draws, or they pitched it out, or they turned into draws, and we see in the table they would be happy with a draw, of course, in an away game, but and they have plenty of draws and so on. So it is a confirmed indication on the draw, even with the given that Athletic Club are here slightly more favored. And we check out the Alaves against Granada. I would be very uncertain. This is the two worst side. We have to admit, I mean, I saw them all playing, and Alaves recently, of course, a lot better. Granada also had their better phases, but I'm not sure about this one. I mean, draw looks like another indication here. 2.07, of course, for the recent shape, the market would favor the home side. I have to check it out with a statistical method. I mean, not uncertain. I'm pretty certain they are the worst, whereby being the worst in the La Liga means they are outstanding good. So they are still very good. And when I see them play, it's still very good football. But they are still the worst. And so when I say they are bad, it means just for this very, very extremely high level of play. And in the table, it's 17 against 19, so I was even a bit wrong because I thought they may both be bottom, which they aren't. But of course, they are close enough. Levante caught up a bit, but slowed down again. 22, 25 points. But it's still serious, of course. And look at the red ones here. 7 losses in 8. And here it's 5 losses in 8. But they had been a bit better here. Playing a good game against Sevilla. Not winning it, although it was close. But losing afterwards at Real Sociedad, which is not a catastrophe because Real Sociedad are good. But they're all good. Anyway, the draw is kind of an indication, or even the X2, because here it says very, very close. No, it's just a draw. And what can I say? I mean, in case there's a draw indication in a drawish league, in a game when you would expect, well, one goal is going to decide it, is it going to come? Or even if it's going to come, maybe a chance for a recovery, very unlikely. In the Elche against Valencia, we have a very even game. Here it would even say Elche, and after I saw them, that was very, very cultured, good football. They could even be small favorites. So I'm not, not fully. I mean, I think that's 2.80. No, this is much better here. 3.80, 2.80 is a fine price. So this I accept. I mean, very even, very good. This one says small edge to Valencia, and the other one says small edge to Elche. Very even, we accept that. No bet in this one. Okay, fine. Osasuna against Levante. Here it would give Levante the chance, maybe not to lose the game. I check that. Here again, 194. Yeah, this is too low. I would say Levante have a fair chance here. It's not easy to win. We need confirmation here, which is not fully given because it says 0.2 goals better or 0.18. So it would lower this price. Still, I would try in this case with Levante when I said Alaves and Granada are the worst. Then I can, of course, add Levante to this group and Cadiz as well. But they are all of them still on a very high level, as I repeatedly mentioned. And they had a better moments here. They also, they are both, Osasuna are not struggling at all. That's why I would give this very small credits to Levante. Also, having in mind that there is a small indication, and it's it's not the last chance with 10 games to go. But of course, it is vital now to make some points here, catch up, and so on. Thanks for your follow, Portif333. And I give a chance here for Osasuna not to lose the game. If you want to see the calculations here, we can do it for one game. We have the Asian handicap minus 0.5. So if we go for the plus 0.5, we have 1.970. Which means the reciprocal price of this is 2.03, which is the price we would lay on the win from Osasuna, which is obviously clearly within range of what we can afford to do. So we are going to go for the X2 for a 197, which looks like a bit too good to be true, actually. Not saying that it's going to happen, which I never dared. 192 or 212, is it really 2.1 on Atletico? Maybe still celebrating their win at Man United. 2.06 looks like a playable price, but I have to check here, and I know that computer here might say this is the other way around. I mean, it's not the other way around. It would say so, but Rayo have been in terrible shape and not winning a single one. And this is not taking respect to in this statistical-based method. So obviously I would just say, 8 games without a win, 7 losses. They caught up here also in the Champions League, although the effort against Cadiz was miserable, I have to say, and I was betting on Cadiz, so they deserved it, or the draw for a 5 or 4 point something. It was a very good price, or 5 point, more than 5, right? Anyway, suggestion here on Atletico, no way I'm going to follow that. Not because they didn't convince me either, and Rayo are in awful shape, but they won their point, but the statistical method says it's even, Rayo had been excellent, which was in earlier parts of the season, but I saw them there as well. When I can sign it, they were looking excellent, whereby 8 games without a win is terrible. So it's a split kind of opinion. In this case, I'm not going to follow anything. Also having in mind that Atletico have this win over Manchester United, which of course, it makes them grow a bit, but also being slightly distracted maybe by another competition. In Espanyol against Mallorca, 2.1 looks clearly too low to me, but here it says even confirmation. And obviously I do not know what I'm saying. Here it would even say it's better. It's more of an edge. I wouldn't have fancied it, but to be honest, Mallorca, I just watched a single game, I think, and I'm not so sure about Mallorca. In general, I don't know them, so to say. They lost 5 in a row, which is something you should have in mind, but whereby they also just won a single one in last 8. So both, they won promotion together, Espanyol clearly on top over Mallorca, and maybe that still holds true. 7-4-3 in the home record, 2-9 their away record, which looks like still we have to try with a home win. I changed my mind more or less, or I follow my figures and my statistics, and having in mind that Espanyol clearly won the La Liga DOS last year in front of, and in the table they are also ahead now, and home record is fine. Everything is favoring them. They are 7 points clear. Oh, that's 15 goals better. Home record fine. So I have to change my mind. 2.10 then is actually a very good price. And so Espanyol is a bet. Betis, go for Betis. No, I'm very afraid of this one. Celta against Betis. They are both so good, but how can I do that? Okay, I have to. Okay, we have another confirmation here, but market is so funny in this one. I can't believe it. I mean, we have to go for the X2, no doubt, and I'm not going to change my mind, and I'm not going to check anything else. And this is an X2. I have to trust that. Although Betis may be busy on Thursday today, which is today, in fact. But X2, no doubt anymore. Sevilla looks like a very good price on Sevilla, I have to say. This looks like excellent, 2.10. This is clearly too much to me. And I check it here, and it says, yes, you're fine. They have 0.13 goals more here in the statistic method. They have 0.11. So it's fully confirmed. 192 is the true price. I'm not fully convinced by Real Sociedad. And may have fine records here. I mean, Sevilla are not winning many games recently, as you see here, but holding their lines is also fine sometimes. But just 2 wins is not good enough. But they have a couple of wins, but losses as well. On the road is 5-4-5. When you see the totals, you say, well, that's not impressive. And 10-3-0 is very impressive. So we simply have a very decent bet on Sevilla. And the big derby, the El Derby, the Clásico, and so on. Go for Real Madrid. No way I'm going to do that. No way. No. 213 is almost sounding ridiculous to me. And I wouldn't even, I close my eyes when I look at the computer prices here. It's not possible. Whereby here it still would be confirmed. But we have in mind that Barcelona, no other business, or are they having other business? They lost to, no, they beat Napoli, right? So they are in business today. Okay, that's something, but Real Madrid have been busy too, and they beat Paris, so they have not only other business, but very big things on their mind, which is very common for this very huge club. But having the recent shape and everything on, I don't see the difference really. I mean, I was convinced by Barcelona from the start, and after a while they did confirm that they are as good as they always are. Messi maybe missing, but different different story, and it counts who's playing and not who's missing. There's no one missing because there are 11 players playing. But obviously here Real look also pretty good, and the beat Paris 3-1 was also fine, so we shouldn't fully deny. But for the derby, I'm just El Derby. I'm laying the cards. How do you say that? Do you say that? Lay the cards. I have no idea, really. I'm not gonna bet it. So we summarize here. We have in the Bilbao against Getafe, we have a draw. We have in Alaves against Granada a draw, no way by, really. Elche Valencia, full agreement with market. Very even game. Osasuna Levante, X2, with full-heartedly, I support that. Of course, I know they are all playing very well. They are fighting for the points, trying to win their games. Levante, bottom club, but still they had some better results. Anyway, that is an X2 here. Rayo, no way we're going to touch it. Although the computer would here even suggest Atletico, no, thank you. Espanyol is a home win, 2.10, very small indication, but it seems to be a very reliable one. Here we have an X2 easily. It's fully confirmed, and Celta are always supported by market. When I see them, I still see why they do so, but they are all of them good teams, and Betis are even the better side at the moment, no doubt about that. Also home and away record, it's fine. We have to go for the X2. Cadiz Villarreal, I skipped this one, and of course we are going to go for the draw here. Let's check it out. I don't know why I skipped it, but here it says even better for Cadiz, though I'm never gonna give up my connection, my love for them. Cadiz, yeah, well, it's just a draw. We can't have a lot more than a draw. Anyway, that's the one I would go for, which means not really supporting Cadiz. When they score, I say, no, I didn't want that to happen. But it's fine, it's good enough, a draw against Villarreal. Sevilla, we have a home win, and here we don't touch it. So, Atletico draw, Alaves draw, Levante not to lose, Espanyol to win, Real Betis not to lose, Cadiz a draw, Sevilla win. Those are my bets for today or for this weekend. And I thank you once again for watching. Bye bye. See you soon.